Yes, Bree. We are live.
Yes, and we need to mute out when we're not talking, ladies. Yes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, taking time out of your busy schedule this evening to tune in to my Google Hangout. I would like to introduce you to my business partners. I have Tangela on the line. I have Claudianne, and I have Pam McCray. I would first like to introduce one of my business partners. She's a mother, she's a wife, she's also a grandmother, and she's been in the industry of direct sales for over 20 years with no success. And she has turned her weight loss goals into $1 million success within 17 months. And that is huge. So I would like you all to give it up for Miss Pam McCray.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bree, for that phenomenal introduction. And I just want to say, welcome to all of your guests that are chiming in from Birmingham, Alabama. As we are launching one of the biggest projects of your entire life, I just want to say welcome to all of the guests who have been privately invited to this hangout. I don't know, Bree, jump back on and welcome some of your guests that that are coming on this line tonight. Just unmute yourself and welcome. Call out some names because I don't have those who have been privately invited to this hangout. I don't know, Bree, jump back on and welcome some of your guests that that
are. I would like to thank Keosha Hendricks, Tiffany Brown, Pastor Tracy. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Terrence, Bathan, Derek Hodges, Juetta. If I forgot your name, it's a whole list of you all that I can't remember off the top of my head. But to all of you who I reached out to within the past hour, I would just like to thank you so much for logging in. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Bree, for jumping back on and welcome some of your guests. Go ahead, send out those reminders since we're kicking this hangout off just a little bit late due to some technical difficulties. But I definitely want to take the time to welcome each and every one of you guests who have been invited to this very private hangout as we are excited. We're excited because we are about to put Birmingham, Alabama on the map. And so all of you that are actually on the back line, on this panel, make sure you go ahead and mute out so that we can keep this hangout flowing very clearly. But I just want to say to each of you, welcome to Project 1000 Birmingham. And I'm not sure if you got on here tonight because Bree invited you to hear about some phenomenal products that are changing lives around the entire world. Maybe you heard that we're losing 5 pounds in 5 days and you wanted to find out more. Maybe share with you that Project 1000 is real. And it simply means, ladies and gentlemen, that we have a vision and a goal. And that goal and that mission that we're a part of is to help 1,000 families create a documented 6-figure income in the year of 2017. And you know what? Bree has said, I want to be one. So she invited some of her closest friends and family to be on this hangout tonight to hear about a company that is bringing change around the entire world. Well, I just want to share with you a little bit about myself before I actually get into, sharing with you some amazing products that are now bringing change as we are introducing them to people that we know, we love, and we come in contact with. Just as Bree mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, I have been in the industry of direct sales, network marketing for over 20 years. And I don't know if you can imagine showing up to work and never getting a paycheck. Well, that has been our story until a little 2 years ago, when one yes began to turn our entire life around. You see, you never know when one yes can be the very yes that begins to bring change to your family. See, I want you to know that you're looking at someone tonight who knows what it feels like to file bankruptcy, not just once, but twice, and to attempt it a third time. You see, my husband and I, we were accustomed to having that six-figure year of plus income because my husband was an engineer for over 25 years. But can you imagine this? Corporate America kept failing our family time and time again. So as that stay-at-home mom, as that wife, as a daughter to my elderly parents, I always knew that there was something out there for me to do different in life in order to help my family, in order to bring the change about that we were looking for. You see, I also want you to know that you're looking at someone tonight who knows what it feels like to go through repossession, ladies and gentlemen. But what did it for me was the very day in which my husband and I, we had to make a decision. And that decision was, do we eat or do we ride? And on that day, ladies and gentlemen, when my husband had to go and sell the last vehicle that we had, you see, that did something to me on the inside. You see, I used to be a person that was very shy. I used to be a person that could not sit in front of this computer and speak to you or stand in front of a room. But it's something about when you begin to realize the greatness that God has put on the inside of you, that greatness begins to come out. You see, on that day, when my husband sold that vehicle, we were so broken that we did not even have enough money for him to take a taxi cab home. On that day, I had to watch my husband, after he sacrificed of himself, after he traveled around the world, was never home with us, walk home after selling the vehicle with that check in his hand. Well, at that time, I made a decision. You see, in life, it only takes you making a decision to make a decision. And so that's what ended up happening. I began to grow. I began to develop myself. I began to read books. I began to grow mentally, spiritually, because I knew that if I want to change, I had to be the change. Well, I want you to know that a little over 2 years ago, we decided to step out on faith. I know that there's some guests of Bree on here tonight that can kind of relate to what I'm talking about. You just made a decision at some point in life to just do it. Well, that was us. A little over 2 years ago, we ended up packing our bags. We decided we wanted change. We ended up moving our family from Atlanta, Georgia, which had been our home for about 9 years, and we moved down to beautiful Miami, Florida area. Well, I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, you see, we had a plan, but we did not know the full plan and what God was going to allow us to go through. Imagine this, all of you guests of Bree chiming in tonight. Imagine this very thing happening. Right around the holiday season time, corporate America failed our family yet one more time. We looked up, no job, no money. And what ended up happening was we began to realize that, you know what, corporate America, they didn't care whether our children had Thanksgiving. They didn't care whether our children had Christmas gifts under the tree. Let alone, guess, I want you to know, Birmingham, Alabama, they did not care whether our family had a roof over our head. Because for the first time, being married over 28 years, we just celebrated, I can tell you that my husband and I, we found ourselves homeless with no place to go. But guess what? We're attached to an incredible young lady by the name of Miss Stormy Wellington. If you don't know her, go out and Google her, because at that time she was broke. But I can tell you today, because of her yes, she now is the #1 female network marketer in the entire world. But at that time, we were all broke. And she said to me, you know what? As long as I have a roof over my head, your family has a place to go. So imagine this, all 5 of us, not just 2, we piled into this woman's house with our kids sleeping on air mattresses. Imagine hiding your children in the garage during the day and into the night because you didn't want people to know that you had no place to go. But I want all of you guests chiming in tonight, invited to this Hangout by Bree, to say yes. Write down those 3 letters, YES, for all of you that are taking notes tonight, because one yes can turn your entire situation around. And that's what began to happen. You see, I said yes when she said yes. And in an industry that I failed in for over 20 years, ladies and gentlemen, I looked up, and as a stay-at-home mom, I was able to earn my family over $22,000 in less than 60 days. Fast forward, ladies and gentlemen, I began to realize this is not about me. This is about how many lives can I impact? How many lives can I change along the way? Well, at that time, ladies and gentlemen, I kept building this business. I stayed focused on changing the lives of others. And in less than 7 months' time, as that stay-at-home mom, I was able to earn my family over $250,000. Well, at that time, you see in the beginning, my husband, he was right there by my side because he was helping me to do a lot of the things. He had to humble himself that I used to do for my family as mother and wife to him, cooking, cleaning, doing whatever was necessary in order to allow me to build this business 1,000%. Well, at that time, he said, hold on, wait a minute. If one can put 1,000 to flight, two can put 10,000 to flight. We locked arms, began to build this business. And in the next few months, we were able to more than double our income, closing out our first year at over $600,000 in documented income. Ladies and gentlemen, to fast forward, just as Bree shared, we became the first $1 million earners. We did it in 17 months under the leadership of our amazing coach. And I say that to all of you guests chiming in tonight, not to impress you, but to impress upon you that what Bree has put you in front of tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is real. This is an opportunity that's changing lives, not just financially, but physically, emotionally, spiritually, because we are literally on the path of creating financial freedom. And I just want to let you know, we don't make any income claims. I am simply sharing my personal testimony. But I also want to let you know, we don't make any medical claims either. You're going to hear some personal testimonies about some products. All we simply do is share results that are now bringing change around the entire world. So now the name of this company is called Total Life Changes. And I'm going to refer to it as TLC. And I want all of you to write this down. You see, Total Life Changes is a company that was started by an incredible CEO and founder by the name of Mr. Jack Fallon. You see, Mr. Fallon, he had a vision and a mission 17 years ago. And his mission was to provide us with some high quality, all natural products that would offer us immediate results. I know there's some people in Birmingham that's looking for some immediate results that would sustain wellness and that would give us a new quality of life. How many of you out there want a new quality of life? Because that's what we're introducing. But I want you to know that what Bree has put you in front of is a company that's not on trial. You see, we are already proven because we have stood the test of time. But what Bree has taken the time to put all of you guests in front of tonight is an opportunity that's just now beginning to hit the scene. You see, Birmingham, all of you that are on here tonight, you have the opportunity to pioneer a movement that is about to hit your city, that you can explode all through the state of Alabama and completely take over, because timing and positioning is everything. And so we're looking for some people who want change and who also want to help us create change, because that's the power that you have when you embark upon something that's new. You see, we're not a household name yet. Many of you watching it tonight, you may have heard of other companies like Mary Kay or Herbalife or Amway. You see, they are all a part of our industry, great companies, but guess what? The wealth has already been made. We are just getting started here in the United States a little over 3 years ago, so we're not a household name. So all of you tonight can lock arms with Bree, say yes to an opportunity, and now begin to change your life as you help to change the lives of others. But I want you to know, we're not just here in the United States. We're not just in Birmingham, Alabama, but can you imagine sitting in the comfort of your home and building a global business around the world? Because I can tell you that that's what we've been able to do as myself being that stay-at-home mom. You see, we're shipping in over 150 countries around the entire world. And I want to ask you, do you know anybody in Jamaica or Japan or South Africa or Canada or Croatia? Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, if you're saying to me, I don't know anybody in any of those places, neither did I a little over 2 years ago. But I know that each and every one of you have taken the time to click a mouse today, right? You've been on the internet because you're watching right now. But how many of you also leverage social media? You have a social media account, because all we do is get results. We post for profits, and literally the world reaches out to us wanting to know what this little cup of tea is that I'm gonna share with you in just a few moments. You see, we have not just one product, but over 50 life-changing products tapping into 8 of the fastest growing recession-proof industries in the entire world. So I have the opportunity of sharing with you these amazing products that have definitely been able to bring change to my life as we now are bringing change to the lives of others. So I'm gonna start off with a flagship product called the ISOT. And I like to call these the 6 that will help you to quickly get rich over there in Birmingham, Alabama. Now, this flagship product is actually tapping into the weight loss industry. And I want to ask each and every one of you tuning in tonight, who do you know that wants to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Because this product is amazing. But I want you to know that it's not a weight loss tea. It's actually a detox tea that you sip on twice a day like this. And guess what? The weight is going to go away as a byproduct. What it does is it removes the toxins and the chemicals out of your body at a cellular level. So I remember the day when Coach Stormy handed me this little pack of tea with these 9 herbs in it. And she shared with me that it would, number one, help me to lose some weight. But I remember looking at her and I told her 2 things. I said, one, I'm not interested, because I knew that this was another direct sale business. And I was tired of failing. You see, I had failed time and time again. And I had the biggest NFL list. Doesn't stand for National Football League, but literally no friends and family left because nobody wanted to hear about any more opportunities from me. But when she shared with me that this little pack of tea would help me to lose some weight, I didn't believe her. You see, it says nothing about weight loss. It says 100% organic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that at that time, she handed me that tea, but I didn't drink it. I took it home. Ladies, I'm sure you've been given something in the past and you kind of toss it to the side. But that's what I did. Until about 2 weeks later when Miss Wellington gave me a call. And she said, Pam, give me back my pack of tea. She drank it, and within 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen, Birmingham, I want you to know, is sent her to the restroom. Now, that may not sound huge to you, but to her it was, because she's someone who was dependent upon prescription drugs just to go. There's actually an illness attached to that, not going to name it, but a lot of women suffer from not being able to go on a regular basis. So that was her. So instead, I was going to give it back to her rather than drink it, but she messed up. You see, she ended up letting me know that her sister Jackie drank this tea twice a day and had lost 21 pounds in 2 weeks, Birmingham. But I also want you to know that another friend of hers drank this tea and lost 17 pounds in 2.5 weeks. So I don't know about you, but I was in the gym. I don't know if anybody could relate to me, and the scale was not moving. So I decided to sip on this tea just like this twice a day. And guess what? I was able to drop 20 pounds in 31 days. And I can tell you 2 years later, I still look great. I feel great. And it's all because of this amazing product. So the IASO tea is amazing. And it's really bringing change around the entire world. And when you think about weight loss, I want you to imagine, you may be watching it tonight and you may not be someone who wants to lose weight. But think about what the world needs to do. Because all we do is solve problems over here. And I believe that the person that solves the most problems, guess what, can create the most wealth. It's the #1 New Year's resolution every year. And now everybody has quit. Everybody's on a new mission to get that summertime body. But imagine if they would have hit their goal in the first place. Well, again, we have the answer. But I also want you to know, and I don't have one in front of me, but we actually have this product in instant formula, where a person can open up a little pack of this tea and pour it into an 8-ounce bottle of water. And guess what? Voila, instantly they can lose 5 pounds in 5 days on the go. This one is our brewed one that you steep and makes enough for an entire week. But the ISO tea is absolutely phenomenal. Now, the next product that I'm gonna share with you, not a part of the 6 that I want to stay on task with, but I'm just gonna mention this one. This one is the resolution. This one is for the person that says, you know what, I want to drop 1 to 3 pounds a day safely. The resolution is a coach in a bottle. So what this product is going to do, curb the appetites. You stick to a 1,200 calorie diet plan, and guess what? The weight is going to go away. I have a young lady in my organization, Miss Gwen Bennett. She went from a size 14 to a size 6 on the resolution. So it's a phenomenal product to write down and ask questions about. Now, the next industry that I'm gonna move over to is the health and wellness industry. We have a lot of different products. I'm not gonna go into too many tonight, but I just want you to write this one down so you can Google it. It's the Chaga, C-H-A-G-A. Google the many benefits of this one, because this one is anti-everything. It's an anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, it's anti-cancer, it's phenomenal. So one of our powerful herbs that we have here. But I want to ask all of you tuning in tonight from Birmingham, How many of you take a vitamin on a daily basis? Because we have an incredible product called the NutriBurst, which is actually a liquid vitamin. You see, most of you that are watching in tonight, I'm sure that you're saying you're taking some type of pill form vitamin. A lot of times it's one a day, it's prenatals, it's all kind of vitamins, vitamin E, vitamin D. Well, what if I told you that all of those vitamins that you're taking on a daily basis is to no avail, because only about 10 to 20% is going into your bloodstream. The rest is wasteful because our bodies can't absorb it. Well, imagine replacing those vitamins with this NutriBurst. It's a liquid vitamin packed with 72 minerals, 19 amino acids. 1 tablespoon of this a day, Birmingham, is like you eating 10 salads. And I haven't ran into anyone yet who wants to eat 10 salads in a day. Well, think about this. Not only that, because of the liquid, 98% is going directly into your blood system, into your cells. And so it helps with mental clarity. It helps with energy. It is phenomenal. Well, I want to tell you about an incredible testimony of my dad who turned 93 years old a couple weeks ago. But I want to let you know, no medical claims. This is his personal testimony where my dad was a little over a year ago. You see, a little over a year ago, Birmingham, my dad was flat on his back. He stopped responding to us. He would not communicate with us. Wheelchair bound for over 2 years. He was so weak that he could not even lift a fork to feed himself. Well, at that time, hospice stepped in and they said, Ms. McCray, we need to offer our services because your dad's health is declining. Well, at that time, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to put my dad on the NutriBurst. Everybody on here tonight, write down fast forward or say it with me, because fast forward today, my dad now is having full-blown conversations. His memory is incredible. He went from not being able to lift a fork to sipping on hot cups of coffee. He's been able to get up out of that wheelchair, put himself into bed, can stand, holding on to things, and believes that one day he'll walk again. But on top of it, guess what happened back in June of last year? I got a phone call, and it was hospice. And they said, Ms. McCray, this doesn't normally happen, but your dad no longer qualifies for our services. My dad was released, and just a few weeks ago, we celebrated his 93rd birthday. And so I give it up to the NutriBurst, and this being a phenomenal product. We also have it in plus formula for the person that understands CoQ10. Google the many benefits of that one, because this one has everything that the regular formula, the original formula, this was the very first product Mr. Jack Fallon created, but he now added CoQ10, which has a lot of health benefits to it. So that's the NutriBurst Plus. Now, the next product that I'm going to talk about tonight is for the person tuning in tonight that may be a little tired. How many of you worked a long day, had a long day? Maybe you have a hard time getting your day going. Well, think about this. We tap into the energy industry, which is another multi-billion-dollar industry that so many people are dependent upon. When you walk into a grocery store or into a gas station, think about it. What do you see? Absolutely. 5-hour energy drinks, Monster drinks, Red Bulls, all on the countertop, because the world is tired. We're working long, 8, 10, 12-hour days, sitting in traffic for 2 to 4 hours a day. Well, imagine this. We have an incredible capsule called the NRG. Hold this up so you guys can see this as much as possible. But this one stands for natural raw energy, because not only is it going to give you phenomenal energy, but guess what? It is also going to turn off the appetite, because it burns about 300 to 600 calories a day. Well, I want to share with you an incredible testimony of a young lady by the name of Miss Natalie Nicole. She's 29 years old, and she said yes to total life changes as a result of this product. You see, from a young age, Natalie was diagnosed with an illness. Not going to make any medical claims, but as a child, she was dependent upon prescription drugs just to pay attention, just to stay focused, just to stay on task. A lot of you can kind of figure out what that may be. A lot of our children are diagnosed with this nowadays. And so that was Natalie. Well, she said yes to this product. And this product not only changed her life to give her the mental clarity, to help her to stay focused, to the point of her no longer needing any of those meds, but she said yes to this amazing opportunity. Never done a business like this. And on a part-time basis, Natalie was able to become a documented 6-figure earner in her very first year. But I want to ask you, Birmingham, How many of you know or understand student loan debt? Because that was her. Not only did she become that six-figure earner, but she too was able to pay off over $70,000 in student loan debt in her very first year, all because of the NRG and the phenomenal results that it gave her. So that is the energy industry. Now, the next industry that I'm going to talk about tonight on this Hangout Birmingham is one that's kind of taboo. People don't like to talk about it, but relationships are real. And we are saving marriages and relationships over here at TLC with two all-natural products, the Strike Up for Men and the Love for Ladies, both which are going to enhance sexual performance in the bedroom. You see this Strike Up Men, like it to that little blue pill. Ours is actually green, but you know, we say it rhymes with Niagara, right? But this one, I like to call it the Incredible Hulk. You see, men, you're gonna strike up so you don't strike out. But what's so powerful about this product, it lasts for up to 24 hours. Some men say a little longer, 48, maybe 72 hours, but it's all natural. You see, all of these are herbs. You may not be able to see the herbs, but they're all herbs. So no negative side effects to literally give you the stamina that is desired in the bedroom. But I want you to know also that Mr. Jack Fallon, you see, he stays on the cutting edge of everything because he came out with this Strike Up Extreme. Men, this one, I call it the Fire Pack because it's going to increase stamina for up to 6 days. All natural, herbal, just as the first one. And just imagine these products are going to give the sexual performance benefits, but it also helps to maintain a healthy prostate, which is very important, men. So that's the Strike Up. And ladies, he did not forget about us because we have the Love. Again, another all-natural product packed with herbs that is going to help for up to 72 hours to increase libido, moisture, mood, do so many different things in the bedroom. But ladies, it also helps to balance our pH. So it's going to help with menstrual cramping, menopausal issues, phenomenal product. And when you take these two products and you put them together, we call them the Fun Pack because they are putting vibrancy back into the bedroom. And again, we are the only company out there that is tapping into this industry with all natural products. So we're excited about that. Now, the last product line that I'm going to talk about tonight is one that, you know, is very powerful also. Again, I want you to imagine all of you guests tonight being a part of all of these multi-billion-dollar industries from the comfort of your home to now be able to create some financial freedom for yourself as you are being able to become a product of the product and to take back your health. But the skincare industry is another powerful industry. We have a lot of different products, facial cleansers, all filled with very powerful, all-natural products. But one of the products that's my favorite that I'm gonna talk about tonight is called the EMU oil. Write this one down because the E stands for everything, EMU, 100% pure form right here. And you simply take the EMU oil, squirt it, and rub it on any pain that you have because this product penetrates not one layer, but 7 layers deep to eliminate all kinds of pain. Neck pain, back pain, shoulder pain, any kind of pain that you can think of, this product is phenomenal. But this product not only eliminates pain, but I want you to know that this product also helps to grow back hair. So ladies, you know how we wear wigs, braid, and we look up and the edge line is gone. You simply rub it on twice a day and it will grow back in your edge line. But on top of it, it helps with any kind of skin issue that you can think of. Dry skin, not gonna name specifics, but you rub it on and your skin will get absolutely amazing. It helps with stretch marks. Our daughter Brianna just recently gave birth to our first grandson about 7 months ago. She rubbed this on her belly throughout her pregnancy, and guess what? 0 stretch marks. So the EMU oil is phenomenal, and you can actually consume this product. So if you feel a sore throat coming on, you can actually squirt it down your throat, and the product is absolutely amazing. So you've been able to hear about some amazing products that can stand alone that Bree wanted to share with you tonight if there was not a compensation plan attached. But Birmingham, I want you to know that not only are we out here to introduce these products, if you just wanted to hear about the products, I want you to text her. I want you to give her a call tonight. And I want you to say, I am ready to place my order, become one of your first VIP customers. But if you're like myself, you're like Bree, and you're like the other young ladies that I'm about to bring on here tonight to share, and you want to know more about how you can become one of the 1,000 families, then just stay tuned with that pen and paper. But before I go any further, I'm going to bring another young lady on the line tonight who I'm so excited to be in business with, because I've watched her say yes. And not just say yes, but since she said yes, she has an amazing testimony. So without further ado, I'm going to take the time to bring Tangela on the line tonight so you can share with all of Bree's guests what TLC has done for you so far.
Awesome. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me, Pam?
Yes, loud and clear.
Awesome. Let me just say welcome, 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 Birmingham. We are so excited to have you guys on. My name is Tangela Bennett. I am a business partner of Ms. Pam McCray, Ms. Claudianne Hibbert-Smith, and also our very own Brashonda Morris. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for taking time out to listen to this presentation. I decided to say yes. We all know yes is a very powerful word. I said yes to this opportunity about 6 weeks ago. I became a product of the product. I started at a weight about 178. I am down to 157.5 pounds. And it's because of this small but powerful pack of organic ISO tea that I sip 2 to 3 times per day. And I'm also on the great liquid vitamin, my NutriBurst. My husband is on this product as well. My kids are on this product as well. And I just wanted to say, since I've said yes to this opportunity about 6 weeks ago, I have not missed a single check. So I just wanted to show you guys that although it's 3 small, powerful little letters, once you put it together and you say yes to this opportunity, you will not regret it. And definitely, you want to become a product of the product. These products are amazing. I actually just started using our facial cleanser. It has my skin glowing. I love it. I've been getting a lot of compliments on my skin lately. And it's just such an honor to be on this presentation. I'm excited. Bree's excited. Pam's excited. Claudianne's excited. I hope you guys are excited as well. The best part is yet to come. We're getting ready to talk about the comp plan, which is voted #1 in network marketing, which is amazing. Again, I came home today to a check. We get paid every single week. I have not missed one yet, and I am excited. I hope you can see it in my face. I hope you can feel it in my voice. I'm excited for Bree. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, because you could have been anywhere tonight, but you're spending this time with us. Welcome.
Wow. I can definitely hear your excitement. Congratulations on that phenomenal testimony. Congratulations on that mailbox money that is flowing into your household every single week. Yes, Birmingham, we are excited. We're excited, not just for us, but for all of you. Because if you understand the power of where you are right now, can you imagine you being the one to take over your entire city? That's the reason why it's so special. You see, Bree could have posted this all on social media. We all could have put this out there and marketed, did mass marketing to Birmingham, Alabama. But we didn't do that. She thought about a few friends and family members that she wanted to expose this phenomenal company with these amazing products and this incredible opportunity, along with the #1 compensation plan that you just heard Tangela mention. You have the opportunity to solidify and to grab a hold of it, to lock arms with us tonight and say, you know what, I am 1,000 families, and bring change to your family. So without further ado, I want to bring my business partner on the line tonight that I am so excited to be in business with. You see, what's even more exciting is this woman said yes. And it definitely was not about the extra money, because she's already a multi-million-dollar real estate producer right here in South Florida. You see, she's been able to do amazing things, but she said yes to this opportunity because she bought into the 1,000 family movement, but with her own vision. And her vision is that she is going to leverage the company called Total Life Changes in order to help create 1,000 homeowners. So without further ado, I want to bring to the forefront right now to bring forth this compensation plan, none other than Mrs. Claudianne Hibbert-Smith. Miss Smith, the line is all yours now.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And you know, I wasn't gonna let today myself be defeated, because I love my whiteboard. I love my whiteboard, but I don't have it today. But I want to show you guys, or not really show you yet, but I just want to tell you why I decided to team up with Coach Pam, very good friend of mine. Stormy has done, well, let me back up a little bit, because I know you were just featured in the Momentum magazine, Pam, you and Nate. That's just like huge, right? And so Stormy, my good friend, my coach, just has been doing some phenomenal things. And I don't know if you guys have mentioned it yet, but she's hit the #1 rank in the company. She's the only one to do it other than our 4 founding members. And so we want to congratulate her. Thank you, Stormy, for paving the way and introducing myself to the products. And I remember about 2 years and 4 months ago, Stormy was traveling back to Miami from Atlanta. She pretty much lost everything that she had. And she said, Claudianne, I need you to help me find a rental. And quite naturally, I said, okay. I did her background check, pulled her credit. And let me just tell you, I don't think I've seen anything like that, right? And so I said, okay, we've got to do our background. We've got to do our credit report. We've got to do income. Right? I got to verify your income. Well, guys, she had not filed her tax returns. Her credit report was terrible. I mean, it was the worst of the worst file I could ever have to deal with. And I got her into that rental. Long story short, we got some credit references or character references, and we got Miss Wellington in a rental property. Well, moving forward, she comes by my office and she says, Claudia, I need you to try something. I need you to try this weight loss. She even called, she said, I need you to try this. And I said, okay. But what I know nobody shared with you yet was that her and Pam were already in 2 other direct sales. I don't even know what they were. They were set up where you had to, duplicate. And it was going well, I thought. But then here came the tea. And so what did I do with the tea? Y'all see my desk right here? This is my desk. I did just like that. And I put it on my desk because I said, you know what, they just switching in and out of stuff. I'll support her like I normally do, right? And so time went on about 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. I started seeing on Facebook, lose 5 pounds, 5 days, 5 pounds, 5 days. Well, when I was in college many moons ago, I gained a freshman 15, 30, right? And so it's been really difficult for me to get rid of that weight. And so I said, you know what, let me try the tea. See Pam on the tea. I'm going over to Stormy house. Now, y'all, we still doing a whole nother business. I'm not in the business, but I'm just helping. Those are my friends. I'll help them. But everybody's still drinking the tea. We still ordering the wings. We still ordering the pieces, and everybody's still getting little. So I got super excited. I lost 8 pounds in that first week of drinking my tea that I eventually went back on my desk and found, right? Because Stormy gave me the tea and you have to pay for it. I said, but I'm really busy. I finished #1 in the company last year for sales. And so just to give you an idea, I'm busy. I can't be selling no tea, like not the tea. I can't sell tea. And so I said, well, I'm not joining another business. You guys figure it out. They moved on and they did well. I'd say about 7 months from that time, Stormy called me back. Now, remember, we only in leases for about a year at a time. She called me back about 7, 8 months later. She said, Claudianne, I'm ready to find a house. And I said, how? What we gonna do about your credit, which I knew she had not fixed. What we gonna do about your income, which I knew she had not filed her tax returns. She said, Claudianne, you figure it out. I said, okay, what's your budget? Y'all, can y'all imagine? She said $1 million. I said, Stormy, I really don't have the time, but you know what? She's a dreamer. She's a good friend of mine. We're gonna have some good lunch, is what I said to myself. We're gonna have a good conversation, have a good time. That's exactly what we did. We looked at $1 million homes and we had a good time. Well, I didn't call my girlfriend back for 2 whole days. She called me back, and if y'all know Stormy, when she's ready to do something, she's gonna go with or without you. She said, Claudiane, let me ask you a question. You haven't called me back. Do I need to find another realtor? I said no. So I started looking for some other properties for her. We went out 2 days later. It's Friday. The first time we went out, it was about Wednesday. And y'all, we found a house that she put an offer on at about $800,000. Stormy said she had about $300,000 to allocate towards this home, which meant she had a little bit more somewhere else. So I said, okay, it's getting serious. Let me see what I can do. Long story short, I put her in a hard money loan. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's exactly what I said, hard money. They don't ask for tax returns, credit scores, income. The numbers need to make sense. You need to have 30% in the game, which she did. She put about $300,000 down, which left her at about a $500,000 mortgage balance at 12% interest. Do y'all know the average interest rates right now are 4.5%? Well, my girl had to pay 12% interest only. A mortgage payment of about $5,000 a month. Well, we ended up closing the deal. And I found myself telling the story so much. I said, let me go back to the day she sent me this text message, and I'm going to show it to you. Because about 3 months into the deal, we're closed. She's living in a house. She's renovating it. She sends me this photo. Can y'all see that? Okay. And the car is so big, I don't even know the name of the car, right? I'm in the properties, not the cars. It's a Wraith or Wraith Rolls Royce. I said, Stormy, if y'all can see, I don't even text her back. There's no text message back for me because at this point I'm panicking. I pick up the phone, I call, I say, Stormy, I need you to take that car back. Because y'all know what it's like when you leverage a business relationship and that person doesn't do what they're supposed to do and that person starts to now come back and ask you all kind of questions. Well, I didn't want that to happen. Well, my girl ended up keeping her car. I don't know what happened with the conversation. I don't remember. 17 months down the line, Stormy calls me up. Claudiane, I want you to do an event for me. What I didn't tell y'all is that by this time, they had run out of the tea. The girl took the tea by storm. They couldn't produce the tea fast enough, and people dropped like flies. I mean, they just quit left and right. My girl said, I'm not quitting. We got an arsenal of over 50 products. Let me figure out what else is back here that could contribute to my health. It was the NutriBurst, and I'm not going to spend time on NutriBurst. All I can say is that I've had 2 anxiety attacks. Both of them landed me in an emergency room for over 24 hours. I'm not on a 5-hour energy drink anymore. I do not drink Red Bulls anymore. And this is the reason why. That's all I got to say. So my girl calls me up. She said, Claudia, I need you to try something. Y'all know Stormy always want me to try something because she knows if she writes a book, I'm buying it. So I go and I try the NutriBurst, and I fell in love with the NutriBurst and got off of the energy drinks. And so time goes on. So now I'm a product of the product before I'm even in the business. And I've only been in the business for 6 months. We're talking about some time now. So I'm already sold on the products because I don't go a month without getting my NutriBurst. And that's exactly, I paid Stormy a visit once a couple times a month, and I went and picked up my products, and sometimes we had girl talk, okay? So moving forward, she said, I want you to do a seminar for me. I want you to help me show the people how I was able to pay my property off using the formula and the guidelines that you use as a realtor. I said, no problem. So y'all know, because she asked me to do something for her, I said, okay, let me join this company. Lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Can y'all see that? And so I thought I was helping Stormy out, but in turn, it looks like she was helping me out, right? Make some additional money, multiple streams of income. Long story short, I got into the business and took off, and it hasn't been the same. And so once again, thank you, Stormy, for introducing me to this business. And she is now not only my friend, but also my coach, along with Pam McCray, who's also my friend, also my coach. You know, I know people think, oh, she's just telling that story. Well, I can tell you what, I have Pam's file in my arsenal of files in my cabinet in my office, and there are 2 bankruptcies there. There is a 3rd attempt to do the bankruptcy. So these are real stories, and this company is changing lives. But let me just show you what the money part of this business is. And I told y'all I didn't have my whiteboard, but if you guys could see that, we're going to talk about retail real quick. Because when I got into the company, I ended up going to the hair salon. And at this hair salon, I ended up selling 20 bags of tea within a few days of me being in this company. So I pay about $12 retail for the wholesale for the tea, and I retail it at $20 a tea. And while that may not sound big to you, let's just say I got my hair done and paid for it that same day with that same tea money, and my hair, my nails, and my pedicure for the day. And so it's big. Retail is huge in this business. There are people who don't do anything else with this business. All they do is share these products and retail them to people who want to be healthy and in shape. And they're making 6 figures, $100,000 to $200,000 in 1 year. I remember when Stormy called me, this was before I was in the business. She called me, she said, Claudia, the company is starting a program where the first 50 people who get 50 new customers will get an all expense paid trip to Jamaica. See, remember I told you I used to go to Stormy's house because we live 5 minutes away. And I used to pick up my products from there. See, I never created my free online account, but this day I did. And when I did that, I'm going to tell y'all, it's like going into Walmart. You go in there for 4 things, you end up with 15 and 20, right? And I did exactly that with Total Life Changes. I went into her website. I ordered me some NutriBurst. I ordered some tea. I ordered some fiber eyelash mascara. I ordered some, I love it, my eye cream. I ordered so many products that day to help her get to where she needed to go. And I wasn't just helping her. I was actually interested in the products because remember, I had been on the products for almost, at this time, at least a year. And so I wanted to see what other products they had. And so listen, retail is big in this business. You make 50% of the volume every time someone buys something from your website. Guys, when I placed that order in Stormy's business, she didn't have to worry about shipping. She didn't worry about packing. She didn't make sure that the address was right to the recipient. The company did all that for her. All she simply did was send me a text message and say, Claudianne, I need you to do this for me. Go online, create a free account. Have fun back there. That's exactly what I did. Stormy made 50% of everything that I bought on that day. Congratulations, Stormy. Right, well, let's talk about payway number 2, Fast Start. Everybody loves fast money, right? But we like good, clean, fast money. So guess what happens with the Fast Start? Every time you introduce this business to someone and they lock arms with you, you are going to make 50% of the commissionable volume. Guys, it's simple. Someone goes in your back, comes into your organization that you personally enroll, they lock arms with you, they are now your business partner. Let's just say they bought the package that's to the $300 level. It's worth 300 points. You're gonna get $150 in cash and 150 points in your back office. And while you might be asking me about points right now, don't worry about that right now. Just worry about the 50% cash that you're gonna make, cha-ching ching, in your back office. Not every month, but every week, because we get paid every week. You heard Tangela say she got her check. She get a check every week from Total Life Changes. And I can tell you in the 6 months that I have been in this company, I have not missed a week of receiving a check. And so I'm very excited about that. And that's Fast Start. Remember, you love the products. They get hooked on the products because the products work. They were designed to work immediately. You're going to step on the scale on that Monday, and the next day you're going to be a whole bunch of pounds lighter the next day, right? So let's talk about the binary hybrid. And guys, why I can, just talk about it. I like to show you the binary because retail and Fast Start is going to help build your binary. And those are 2 ways of pays that you just don't want to skip. You can't. right? You want people to fall in love with the products. So this is you. This is our binary, hybrid binary. And for those of you that have done like some other companies out there, you know, I won't name any names, but you know, you got to build deep. You got to build wide. We don't want you to do that. You know, Mr. Jack Fallon says, you know what? I don't want to make this more difficult than it needs to be. Everybody gets to be happy, right? And I remember when I looked at the comp plan before I really got started in the business, I called Pam and Stormy up and I said, y'all didn't tell me this 2 years ago. How is this company paying out all this money? This is how. Mr. Jack Fallon, I like him because he's not selfish. This is you. Jack Fallon says, when you bring one person, two people into the business, when you bring two partners into the business, you're going to be what's called binary qualified. It is going to unlock the binary pay. So all you do is you joined, obviously you found a product that you absolutely love. You found some other friends of yours that you just picked up the phone and called and said, girl, or a guy, you know, I just joined this business and I need you to take a look at it. And they don't even want to take a look at it. They just say, if you did it, I'm going to do it, plug me in. And you're going to recommend a product to them. You're going to share other people's testimonies if you don't have yours yet. But what happens is they're going to pick a product too every month. And they're going to find a product that they love, that they fall in love with, and they're going to order that every month. Your binary is unlocked. Guess what? Every week, y'all say every week, you are going to make anywhere from 10 to 25% in the binary off of your lesser leg. Guys, so if you're on, let me just write this down real quick because this is going to be, we're going to make pay weight, leg one, your left, and leg two, your right. Y'all can see that? Let's just say this week I have 10,000 points on my left and I've got about 12,000 points on my right. The company says on Thursday night, I am going to pay you on your lesser leg, which is going to be this leg over here with the 10,000 points. And let's just say that payout is at 10% this particular week. Y'all do the math. That's $1,000 for the week. Let me calculate that because sometimes there are 5 weeks in a month. You realize that. So just imagine bringing home $5,000 extra in one way of pay based on the binary per week. Guys, that's big. That is huge. Do you know that there are people out there making $5,000 a week on the binary alone? Do you know that there are people out there making $500 in the binary a week alone? See, your goals are your goals. All right? If it's, this is just overwhelming because every time I go over this comp plan, believe it or not, it's more than one time a week. I just get excited because you don't realize what you're doing when you're helping someone to, one, sustain health, to be healthy, to get back in health, and we don't make any medical claims, but also to make their pockets healthy. Guys, you might be saying $500 is, I'm not excited, but watch this. The binary allows you to make up to $20,000 in 1 week. Y'all say it with me. So hold on. You make $30,000 for the week in the binary, you're gonna get a check for $20,000. There is a limit, a cap to the binary. Again, guys, do you know how big that is in the binary? Tell me you wouldn't be okay with making $20,000 in 1 week in the binary alone. And people like my coach Pam, Coach Stormy, Coach Jeff, Anna Quintero in the third world country in the Dominican Republic have maxed out in their binary. Guys, that's big. Now watch this. We're going to go on to payway number 4, which is the 50% check match. Did you just hear me say people max out in the binary $20,000 a week? You heard that? Watch this. About a month ago, we had our biggest week in TLC history. There were so many people that maxed out in the binary. And I'm going to use Coach Stormy as an example. Coach Stormy invited Jeff and Janella Simpson to this organization. Jack Fallon says that on your first level, Every time you invite someone to this organization, to this business, and they lock arms with you, they are now considered your first level of pay. Jack Fowler says we're going to pay you 50%. I know some of you out there stopped and bought some coffee this morning. Not going to name the company's names. You went to the store yesterday or the day before today. You bought some items, but you didn't make any money when you bought those items. And then when you got the sale because you used the coupon, you called your girlfriend and you told her all about the good sales that were going on. And then she went into the same store and she bought the same things you bought, but you didn't make any money off of it. Watch this. Jack Fowler says, you know what? Every time you bring that person into a business, we're going to pay you 50% of everything that they make in the binary. Watch this. Did y'all hear me again say that the binary caps out at $20,000 a week? Watch this. On your first level in the 50% check match, you've invited your friend, your sister, your brother, your classmate, the church pew, all right, the pastors over here, all those people are considered your first level. Let me tell you what happened in the biggest paycheck history of TLC, which is about a month ago. Stormy brought in Pam and Nate. Stormy brought in Jeff and Janella. Stormy brought in Anna and Quintera. Stormy brought in this person over here. Stormy brought in this person. They all maxed out in the binary $20,000 in this week. It's not a secret. We have banners to show it. 1,000 families, Instagram, Facebook, go look for it. Guys, do you know how much Stormy made that week off of these people alone? They maxed out in the binary because I just told you, you make 50% of everybody you invite into this business and they start making money in the binary. So if they made $2 one week, you made $1. If they made $500 that week, you made $250. But I just called out at least 5 names. That's at least $10,000 on the first level each person because they made $20,000 in the binary. They got their check from the company. The company is now going to send Stormy Wellington a check for $10,000, $10,000, $10,000, $10,000. Okay. Somebody made $500 in the binary. They're going to send her $250. Somebody made $2 in the binary. They're going to make $1. 50% of everything that person makes in the binary. Guys, that's huge. And he doesn't stop there. He says, you know what? When those people start to duplicate, obviously they started duplicating. They're making $20,000 in a week, right? In the binary alone, we're just talking about binary. We're going to pay you 10 to 50% off of every person that those people bring in the binary. Depending on which level you're at. Watch this. Let's use Bree, for example. I brought in Bree to the business. That's an example. Bree decides that she's going to bring all of you in the business. You're now Bree's first level. You're my second level because I personally enrolled Bree into this business. You all that are tuned in today are going to sign up. You're going to hang up the phone, hang up our call today. You're going to get on the phone with Bree. You're going to call me and we're going to get you plugged in. Now you're my second level. I make anywhere from 10 to 25, 50% off of my second level. Guys, I'm going to South Africa on Sunday. Ask me if I know the people. I don't. Somebody that I brought into the business brought somebody into the business, and now they are my first and second level in the business. I am going to South Africa to expand the business. Does it make sense? Fifth way of pay. Let me back up for a second. Because I know in the binary, we have a max of what you can make in the week, $20,000. 50% check match doesn't have a cap. So why would you not invite these people, anyone that you potentially could help make some money and help get healthy? Why would you stop at 1 or 2 people in the binary? You're going to invite everyone that you know, mom, dad, cousin, church, hairdresser, nail tech, people in the elevator. I've spoken to so many people that I don't know that joined this business. Guys, this is not little, this is huge. This binary is huge. The fifth way of pay is called the lifestyle bonus. And when you get to a certain level, you know, you don't have to go and get the pink Cadillac. You know, I don't know about some of you guys, but my husband don't want to ride in a pink Cadillac. You know, and he certainly don't want to drive in that pink Cadillac. He don't want to drive that pink Cadillac. And so guess what? The company doesn't say, you know what, buy a Mercedes-Benz and, you know, put our name on the side of that car. They don't want that type of advertisement. They say, you know what? When you get to a certain level in this company, we're gonna pay you $1,500 a month. $1,500. Did you guys say that? $1,500 a month, just in a check. Do what you want. Pay your mortgage. Pay your rent. You know, go buy 2 cars if you want. Pay the note on those. You know, start an investment club. Start, you know, maybe a college fund for your son or your daughter. You can do whatever you want with that money. Guys, that's big. Let me show you what this binary does, because I was reading something about the Secretary of, she's the Secretary of Education. Can't remember her name. She's going over to Bethune-Cookman College to speak. And I start doing some research because, you know, they don't see why she should be coming to Bethune-Cookman after she donated $250 million to the Trump campaign. None of that interests me. I need to see who is writing $250 million in a check form and where are they doing and how much more they got. Y'all know somebody wrote a check for $250 million, how much more money they have somewhere else. So I went to go and be nosy and read the article. I read that the owners of Amway were her parents, no longer own the company. That is what a binary can do for us. Guys, that is powerful. That went right off. See, y'all were worried about the white lady going to the black school, and I was trying to go figure out where they made $250 million at and how did that happen? The owners, the founders of Amway. I want y'all to marinate on that for a second. And while y'all marinate on that, I'm going to go ahead and just show y'all how to get started. For $35, you're going to get a website. You're going to get it immediately. You'll pay $35. You can get this nice booklet. I don't have one to show you right now, but you're going to get a booklet. You're going to get some pamphlets. You're going to get the Compound Effect book. That book alone is worth $35. I have taken the principles, applied them to TLC, applied them to real estate. Guys, I went from 7 people on a team to almost 30 people in my real estate organization as realtors. So that book alone is worth $35. I can tell you this, you can't afford not to pay $35 to get plugged into this business. And then once you do that, you're gonna get your website. You're gonna be able to send people to the website to make your 50%. You're gonna be able to, remember I talked about retail earlier. That's where that retail comes in at, because people are gonna see you getting slim. People are gonna see you with a whole bunch of energy. If you are size 2 and you don't really need to lose any weight. And I can tell you something for the people who don't need to lose weight, it's not a bad idea to detox our system. All right. And so while I just show you this last testimony before I give it back up, oh my God, guys, I can't move on without giving you or showing you my journey with this company and what the products were able to do for me. But what I can say, okay, here we go, is that in 2 months, y'all see that back fat? Y'all, I want y'all to see that real good. I didn't even know it was back there, y'all. I lost 22 pounds in 2 months. 22 pounds in 2 months just using these products. Guys, so when I started with the company, I decided to go ahead and pick a package. Now, while I'm not going to go over every package, there's a package at $99 that's going to get you some tea and some NutriBurst and get you some energy. There's a package at all the way at $16.79, and there are packages in between. But Bree is going, or whoever invited you to this call is going to go over the packages with you. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that, because that really is based on your budget. Determine where your budget is. Determine how serious you want to take this business. If you know you want to be serious, you definitely don't want to be like the business across the street from my office, Subway. I'm going to go ahead and say Subway, and not have bread for the day and not be able to serve. Who goes in the Subway and orders anything else other than Sub? You need to have bread in inventory. Why am I saying that? Guys, you got to have tea in your inventory. See how easy it was for me to pick up that tea? Somebody's going to call me and say, Claudine, I want to do what you're doing. That's why I showed you that picture. I became a product of the product. And as I started to thin, as I started to get healthy, people started inboxing me, Claudine, what are you doing? We want to do it too. Plug us in. Get your inventory. Be a product of the product. This is serious business. When you get the $16.79 package, if you decide to go with that package, that's going to give you a 15% payout initially in the binary. Remember, we talked about that. It starts at 10%. Well, you're going to start for the first 3 weeks at 15%. And that's going to give you 150 bags of tea. Guys, you're going to make your money and some. All right, don't focus on the dollar right now. Focus on the journey. Guys, when I saw that $250 million check that she wrote to Trump, I don't know if I'm going to be writing a $250 million check to Trump, but I want to be able to write the check. How about that? All right, so get back with Bree. Get back with Tam. Whoever invited you, Miss Pam Cray, my coach, my dear friend, if it was me, give us a call. The next question you should be asking is, where do I say yes? When do I say yes? The timing is now. Do not wait. Do not wait. The timing is now. Positioning is now. And I can go on and on and on, and I'm not. And so I'm going to conclude there, and I want to go ahead and bring Bree back to the line and just close this out. Thank you for having me. You can take it from here, Bree.
Okay, again, I would like to thank you all for tuning in tonight, and I hope that you all just reach out if you want to join the business and get more info. You can text me, or you can inbox me on Facebook, or DM me on Instagram. And again, thank you all for taking time out your busy schedule this evening to tune in with me and my business partners, Tangela Bennett, Claudianne Herbert, and Pam McCray. Again, thank you ladies so much for tuning in. Thank you, and have a good evening.